So I'm Tig from the plant check team, and we've developed TreeView, and we're working with 3 students from TCD and 3 students from the University of Sao Paulo in Brazil. And our product TreeView is enabling sustainable afforestation in urban cities. The most challenging element for us from the TCD side is we're 3 mechanical engineers and we've landed on a software project. So there was a lot of time in the project thinking about, should we shift to something else, something to play to our strengths and be mechanical engineers, but in the end, we chose the idea that makes the most sense and has the most runway. So in terms of allocating work between ourselves, each person has their own strengths. We are all mechanical engineers, so we all come from a relatively close background, but we split it up. Lucy is amazing at research and writing stuff, just amazing at that. Alan is a wizard with coding, so that was really good. I did a bit of graphics work, but at the end it was quite evenly spread. From my own experience, I did Formula Trinity, and that was quite useful for working in a team and dealing with a project that's quite long and managing your time and your whole project throughout it. I'd say another element is the Unitech International Exchange Program I took part in TCD. I learned a lot about managing and working with people and working in teams, especially from the corporate side. That was really, really useful for this to be able to work together and make compromises sometimes to be able to move on to develop a really, really cool product. In terms of future plans for the project and the idea, we had a great opportunity to go and meet with the urban tree management team in Sao Paulo. They were really, really excited about it. They're actually looking forward to us reaching out to them at the end of the project. So there's a real clear customer. So in terms of starting a business or something like that, it makes a lot of sense. And we're all just graduating, so now is the perfect time to take the plunge and do something new and change the world, hopefully for a positive. Collaborating with another university has its challenges, right? Time zones, I'd say, is one of the big things, especially working with Brazil. But you learn to work through that. You have your digital tools. The biggest helps, I'd say, was actually getting to meet in person, from having been online for months and then getting to meet together in Sao Paulo. And simple as brainstorming together, being able to stick sticky notes on the board live together is really, really cool. But yeah, otherwise you do your meetings online, and there's lots of digital tools these days, so it's become a lot easier. Yeah, so in 5e3 you have weekly meetings with the teaching team and the lecturer running the module, and you're getting feedback every week. So you're making slides, running through what you've done over the past week, and they'll give you a little bit of leeway. They'll let you do something for a week and give you some feedback. Are you sure that's the right direction? So that gives you the space to prove them wrong sometimes, which is also quite nice, but also to come in the next week and go, okay, you were right last week, we've learned from that. But it's really, really useful to get that feedback. So in terms of taking 5e3 as a module, it's not like any other module. If you're hoping to go to lectures, study the stuff and be able to just go to an exam and pump out the numbers, it's not like that. It's a challenge. You're getting challenged every week. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, but you're going to learn so much more than you learn in your standard courses. You're going to be flexed to do things that you never thought you'd do before. If you thought, I'm a mechanical engineer who will keep away from coding, we dove right in with this project and learned something new that'll benefit us. And in terms of being an engineer in Trinity, there's lots of great opportunities. I'd say the biggest highlight is arriving in Sao Paulo and just being there with the team and working the late hours, but being able to brainstorm together, not having the awkward hiccups or speaking over each other that you have in a Zoom call, but sticking things up on the board together is amazing. Having everyone here at the booth today and getting to, you've been working on a project for 9 months and now you come to the end, everyone together, you get to present it to people. It's really fabulous.
My name is Carlos. I'm from the University of Sao Paulo. USP is one of the most well-regarded universities in Latin America, and it currently has about 100,000 students. I'm from the School of Engineering. It's called the Polytechnic School of the University of São Paulo, and it currently has about 5,000 students. Me and my teammates, we are studying generally engineering. So I'm studying computer engineering, but we also have mechanical engineering, mechatronic engineering, but we also have architecture, for example. So helping with all the design that we need with we are all amazed, me especially, due to how historical it is, how peaceful it is in comparison to São Paulo. It's pretty disorienting, the transit, so because they drive on the other side in comparison to Brazil. So yeah, my first impressions of Trinity College were that all the architecture around here is so historical, especially when compared to the University of São Paulo. Like, just to contrast, the University of São Paulo is about the School of Engineering is over 100 years old, but the Trinity College of Dublin itself was founded in 1592, so it's almost as old as Brazil itself, the country. Students were all lovely. They were the most welcoming students the partners that we could possibly get, and we shared lots of information with each other, lots of things that we didn't knew they taught us, and some things that we knew we taught them. It was great. Overall, they were very welcoming, and I think we arrived to a great conclusion. When the Irish students went to São Paulo, it was probably one of the most exciting times, especially because we were working together for months before actually getting to meet them in person. It also was a critical time in the project because it was during the time that they were in Brazil that we were working together that we shaped the project and the solution to where it is now. So what would I say to the students at USP who possibly had this opportunity? This is possibly the most unique opportunity that USP can offer. The opportunity to actually be able to meet other students from other universities around the world, and especially due to this connection between Professor Andre and Professor Kevin, to be able to actually get to do this and put effort into it and see the fruits of your work coming together in the conclusion of the project is possibly one of the best experiences that you can do overall at USP. That's one particularly happy experience, not happy exactly, but a moment that I thought was critical was when the students were in Brazil, and then we went to talk to the municipality of São Paulo in order. We were talking to the authorities of the urban tree management team in São Paulo, and like when we looked back and then saw the extent of the effort that we put in and the fruits that it came, the fruits that resulted from this effort that we put in, like talking to the higher authorities in the Brazilian municipalities, it was pretty rewarding. So it was a really great moment.